Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the AMX 5100. It's a tier 8 French heavy tank, and this one's located on the north spawn of Prokhorovka and is under the command of Panzerpenguin. Okay, battle has started. Oh, it's got a 100mm gun. In fact, that's very similar to the Simur SM. They were both part of the same contract to build a new French heavy tank, and the chassis is very much the same, or very similar to that for the Lorraine. Okay, he's been spotted by the enemy. Sixth sense went off. Now, he's got 6 shots in the magazine, and the magazine reload takes 47 seconds, 47.55. Okay, so you should be able to do a lot of damage to the enemy as soon as you can spot them. Nobody in sight yet. Right, well, he's looking at the hill where they normally be located. There's a T-34-3, but if he fires from here and the enemy is up on that hill, he will be spotted. Okay, ideally he needs to double bush basically to prevent the enemy from spotting him, but allowing him to spot the enemy. Oh, was spotted there by the Cromwell, I think. Or was it the Cromwell? No, I think it would have been somebody in a bush. I think there's somebody in that little bush down there. Well, he's firing into it. And I try the other bush as well, just in case. He's been spotted again. And yes, he got a kill! Type 64 was spotting in that bush. And he just killed a Jagdpanzer 4-2. So 2 enemy was spotted. Or killed. I think that Jagdpanzer 4 may have been a bit further back, not actually in the bush. The Type 64 was in the bush, but I think the Jagdpanzer 4 was behind it. Very good shooting. Blind kills. They weren't lit up. He correctly guessed from the fact that he was spotted every time he went past the gap that there must be somebody in those bushes. And that's a good trick actually, because if you know you've been lit up, there has to be somebody around lighting you up. So now he can't be seen, but he's about to cross this gap and he might be spotted any second. He's going to try and dash. Well, he hasn't been spotted, which means there's nobody close enough to see him. And he's going to get over to the gap. Ah, there's an AT-15. And he's not close enough to see him yet, but he may do any second, because we're about to open fire on him. Fires 1 round into him. He's unsighted. Fires a 2nd round in. I'm not sure if that actually hit target. But he's holding the other 4 rounds back. I don't think he's going to spring for a full reload. Ah, he was seen now. He is close enough to somebody. Ah, it's a proximity detect by the Stura Mill, who's just on the other side of the hill, and he's taking fire. Okay, can we get rounds into him as well? Yes, we do. And so we do some damage assist, and now we're emptying our magazine into the AT-15, who is probably taken out, but we were hit by a P-43 Biz up on the hill. We're pulling down into the dip. This forward position is actually quite useful. He's still got 1 round left, and he fires that into the OI, gets a 278 hit there. He's now up to 861 hit points of damage, 611 of assist. So he's earned a decent amount of credits off that lot. Waiting for the reload to go through. He's pulled forward. Now he is taking a risk, but he is actually slightly hulled down to them in this position at the moment. If he can get up behind them, then they're caught in the crossfire. They won't be able to come down, and they won't be able to move further over because there are enemy in front of them. Now he can't get shots on them there. Maybe the OI, but he's not loaded yet. Okay, the shells are going in. Okay, it's going to move forward. Now the 51-100 was actually taken for the competition, and he's going to wipe out that Chiri who's tried to fire a few rounds in, got one track into the tracks and one into his body. It won the competition over the Samur because they had difficulties with the Samur, plus the fact that the Samur had less shots per clip. This one has 6, the Samur has 5. Well, he's got some hits on the Chi-Ri, but somebody else got the kill. It was the IKB-90B. And with his 4 shells still remaining in the clip, he's going to go up the hill and try and put those into the enemy. KV-85. Oh, that one missed. But I think the KV-85 knew that he was there because he was turning his direct face. The IS-3 is right up on top. So we're going to have to climb. We're doing a full reload. And we've capped out to win. Oh, they missed on the last kill, the IS-3. We could have got him, but they've capped out too soon. That's a pity. And here's the end of battle result. It's a second class tanker for Panzerpenguin in the AMX 5100. He also managed to get a spotter badge because he spotted or allowed his team to do at least 1,000 hit points of damage to the enemy on tanks that he spotted. A fire for effect for doing more hit points, more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly, and the win rate for that battle was 4459. So let's have a look at team damage. Well, he did the highest damage in the battle, 2,743 hit points, but it wasn't enough for the high caliber, so it couldn't have been 20% of the enemy hit points. He did manage to get 2 kills, but the highest number was the Tiger 1. He managed 4 kills during the battle, and when it came to base XP, he was top with 1,022. The Tiger 1 managed 1,016. He fired 17 rounds, got 10 direct hits, 10 penetration, and damage of 2,743 hit points, of which 1,606 were at more than 300 meters. He received 5 hits, 3 of them were penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, and block damage of 130 hit points. So that was from the Chi-Ri. He spotted 5 enemy vehicles, damaged 6 of them and killed 2, and did damage assistance of 1,141 hit points. On a standard account, he earned 34,923 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 13,653 credits. He earned 1,022 base XP times 2 for the first victory, taking away 2,044 experience points altogether. But it was very interesting, that clip where he actually killed 2 targets which weren't even spotted, but he did work out why he'd been spotted, and therefore he knew which bush to aim at, and he correctly worked out, fired the rounds in, and lo and behold picked up an Type 64 and a Jagdpanzer 4. So congratulations, Panzerpenguin, good working out there. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.